Very simple. The first thing that you guys really need to understand is that we're not sliding. At any point where we're moving our feet across the floor, we are not trying to put any weight on that foot. If we're going to go this way, I am not dragging my foot. This causes unnecessary friction, okay? And it makes it harder for you to glide. So the secret to gliding is really to have perpetual motion and be as smooth as possible. If it looks like you're dragging or if it looks like you're stopping in the middle of your glide, then that's going to ruin the whole effect, okay? So the first thing you need to know is anytime you're moving your leg, it could be either foot, I want you to lift your foot off the floor, okay? See, my foot is not really on the floor, but I'm actually tracking through it, okay? I'm not going like this. I'm not having an arc. I'm going from up to down, stuff like that. I'm actually going in a straight line. I'm trying to outline the floor, okay? Good. The other side too. Great. Now that you know that you're not supposed to be on the floor, the next thing you need to do is, with the foot that's not gliding, you're either going to be on your toe or on your heel. While this is gliding, this foot is actually going to be either on your toe or on your heel. And you're going to be pushing off the floor. Okay? So we're here. See? Pushing off the toe. Okay? Alright. So those are the two main things that you need to understand. Oh, also a third one. I almost forgot this one. Weight distribution. Okay? So when you're going here, when you're going to switch, you want to try and make it as seamless and fluid as possible. So when you're here and you're pushing off, you're going to switch weight to the other foot so that this foot can glide in. Okay? So what that looks like, it goes like this. Switch weight, put all your weight in this foot, drag this in. Switch weight to the other foot, boom, boom. Okay? Easy. Those are the three main things, three main techniques that you need to know when you're doing the glide. Okay, let's break down the step by step. Let's make it as simple as possible. Alright? So, this is what you gotta do. We're gonna go this way. This foot is gonna go in front of this foot. Alright, so it's gonna look like this. Without the glide, it's gonna be like this. Simple, and if you're going this way, the opposite foot is going in front. Boom, boom, boom. Very easy. I want you to think of it like you're walking, because that's really what you're doing. You're just walking, okay? So, boom, 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 boom. Other side. Doom, 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 doom. Now keep your upper body square when you're doing it. Easy, simple. All right, let's make it a little bit more complicated. Let's progress through this. Okay, so when we're bringing this through, this is what it's gonna look like. Glide it through. Remember, you're not touching the floor. Get on your toes. From here, you're putting all the weight on it. So I'm leaning a little bit forward, and then I'm going to glide the other foot. Switch weight, continue. Switch weight, continue. Boom. Got it? Very simple. Like I said, it's all about staying on your toes. Switch weight. Toes, switch weight, toes, switch weight. Okay? All right. Let's progress to number 3. Now we can add some heels into it. Okay. So my transition from my toe is actually, I'm going to be pushing off and going on my heel. This is an exaggerated motion right here. Whoosh. Boom. Okay, that's exaggerated. Okay, one more time. Now a lot of people when they glide, they like to do this with their toes, okay? They like to do a little crisscross. By that, I mean your toes are always going to be pointed inwards and then outwards and then inwards and then outwards. I mean, that's really up to you. I don't really do that all the time, but some people like to do that, all right? What really matters is being as fluid as possible. Because if you think too much about going in and out, you're gonna be putting yourself into a box and you won't be able to like glide forward, around, side, 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 boom, okay? So it's really up to you where you go. It's just, you wanna make it look nice and fluid. Pro tip, here's a pro tip, no one's ever gonna tell you this. Actually, no one told me this until I figured this out, okay? When you're on your toes, you can be on the balls of your feet like this when you glide. That looks fine, that's fine. I mean, it's not gonna turn heads or anything. So, what I actually do is, if this was my foot, and these are my toes, I actually curl my toes down. Kind of like I'm trying to pick up a pencil with my toes, right? Doing that monkey style. What? I'm actually pushing down on my toes. So instead of going like this on the balls of my feet, I am literally on my toes. Does it hurt? Yeah. Is it worth it? Maybe. But it makes it look so much better. You see how I'm actually on my toes? Because I'm pushing the floor down with my toes, as opposed to being on the balls of my feet. Remember, this little difference right here is huge. Okay guys, remember those 3 techniques that we did in the beginning? Remember the steps, and remember that toe thing that I was talking about, you know? But most importantly, make it as simple as possible so that you can expand the movement and make it your own. If you liked this video, if it helped you out, tell me in the comments. Tell me if it worked, tell me if it didn't work. And Rich Styles out!